Welcome to Humanitarian Updates. I know in South Sudan people only care when it affects them, and some will react when it's convenient. This time, however, everybody is a victim. Maybe not directly, but if you look at these floods, they do not discriminate. If not you, then a relative of yours is affected. Almost all 7 states, some just more severe than others. Let's say Unity State, Bentiu town in particular now stands alone, having been cut off by water. Now this sort of disaster happens to be the first of its kind in Unity State. It's the hardest hit and has the largest number of displaced persons. So today we are in Bentiu, still assessing the damages that have been done by the floods to this beautiful city here. This is by far one of the hardest hit by the floods. As you can see, this is the largest settlement among all the states, and people are still coming in. So far, Bentiu no longer has permanent homes. Everybody is living in tents. In the spirit of solidarity and to assess the damage caused by the floods, the Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs, together with the Ministry of Water Resources and Irrigation, had a ground survey with the people, showing them what was and now isn't.
يتكلم في حاكم بتاعنا يعني يجيب لنا مسات في ولاية البنتو. ثاني ممكن تسانا تتكلم مع ناس الكبار يعني يجيب لنا حاجات الدارين. هسه لو كشفت جوا البلد تلقى البلد كله فوق مويه. المسات كاف شديد مننا. ممكن تتكلم كويس للناس القدام يعني يجيب لنا الحاجات الدارين في ولاية البنتو.
يا كم من يتجا جوبه. باي بنقول. أباي بنقول. كنيا أنا جاكم كجوبة بيانا يكبر بنقول وأنا ما كبر. أنا أجانا نا أكون جوبة وباي بنقول. ما ينن كواندا ولا.
We are sent by the government in Juba to BCU. What I have seen with my eye today is terrible. But your state government is working hard. The dike they have dug is enough, but they have nothing in hands. We will go back and report to the national government so that to be supported. You mothers, when it comes to disaster like this, you suffer a lot. But we are your children. We are not coming to take pictures and go. We'll come back to you.
أنا اسم تاي بيتر ماين أما معروف بماين مجومي أنا وزير بتاع ناس تعبانين دايرين مساعدة
أجنّا نعم كور نندي كوني شوج نندي كون كور كور بالوا
الشغل بتاعي لو في حاجة مشكلة حصل للناس زي فيضانات ده أو شغل بتاعي.
أجنّا لده ومتميت ويتانا نيموا كدر كي قاس كون موا أجنّا لرنا لرنن ببنتين ببقوي.
أنا جيت نشوفكم.
جاي بنكوبي بقول.
فوضى يتو قاعدين فوق.
كتانا نشانه.
ولما أنا جيت هنا أنا شرفت حاجات توماتاجين لو.
كبني بينو من أن شاب عاي بنتكون تنقول كلامه.
أنا عرفت بينو مو خلاكم تمرقوا من بيوت بتاعكم ويتو قاعدين في خيام ومشامات ومحل تو قاعدين ده ذاته ما نسبت.
شوية بعاي وبيور كوني أجواء رارشي نكون شوية قاس نتريشي تو قاس كون دشينا نا قاس دبي شبنن.
So أنا شفته إتو دارين أكل سا ولا ما سا؟
شيء عاي كارلين عين دورين. أجنّا عاي وين غور كون.
وارتو ما دارين أكل.
كيا كون غور.
itu darin mashamat
Yo ngai wo goro mashama na.
itu darin itu darin dia
Ya wo mi arwai. Yan wo yarwai lingo yen.
Ya buru goro wal. La ne.
fa itu darin ajat kutar
Yo ngai wo goro tangwan. Kiti koni chalar.
fa nanu benar jahat sejuba wa nanu tani jain نجي ندوكم الأجادة دايرين لكن أهم شيء لما ترجعوا في البيوت بتاعكم تشتغلوا وتقعدوا في بسلامة.
Yo ma balu jo tamma to tonna ti koni yalar ba ka wonno ko ba wonno ba wala tira gadun ba ba kamye. No ni mbumo ye na biya lo shi na kun biya lo shi ndu na wal.
So ده ما فيها so مش أجادة بنتي ونام نفسي.
I need food to eat where I am. I need place to stay in comfortably. All people carrying me are suffering a lot with me. We came from swamp area called Chalwal. When I arrived here, people carried me in horrible situation, and now the water is encroaching to my tent. I need access to healthcare because I am disabled. I need blanket to cover myself, and I need a wheelchair to move with, including medicine.
Well, we received this morning our two national ministers, Honorable Mayen Majongdit, Minister of Humanitarian Affairs and Disaster Management, and Honorable Manawa Peter Gatkos, Minister of Water Resources and Irrigation. They came to Bentiu to assess the situation of the flood that has affected most of the part of the states, most of the counties of the states, and we are very thankful and we welcome them warmly because when a visit at such a critical times comes, we'll be very happy when your people comes to you while you are in dire needs. They have seen the situation in the state, and they went and saw for themselves the dike that we have constructed as the state government, and they have seen the IDPs that were displaced by the flood as well. So they're coming to Bentiu is really raising our moral and the moral of our people as well. And as they go back to Juba, I think they will report to the national government the magnitude of the challenge, the magnitude of the disaster. I think definitely they will report it as they have seen it. So they are most welcome to Unity State.
Today we visit two states, state of Unity State and also Upper Nile State. In Unity State, we had a briefing from the governor, Dr. Joseph Mwenmentul, about the flood situation in the states. And we toured inside the town of Bentiu, and we got the situation is very difficult, especially the water is taking control of whole town of Bentiu. But we actually appreciate and commend the work that has been done by the state authorities, especially the government of Unity State. They managed at least to mitigate the flood at this stage with the local resource they had. But what we saw, the situation is bigger than the capacity of the state. It needs intervention from the national government, especially in terms of response to the humanitarian needs, because also we visited and we saw with the Minister of Humanitarians, Peter Mayan, the people displaced from the flood. But also we had a report that the town of Bentiu has been cut off from the other counties in the Unity State. This is the situation in Unity State. Because of the government, national government stood with these people, that way we have been sent to visit and assist the situation in Unity State. Also we came to before I also one thing also I need to mention it. Minister of Water Resources sent also team from Department of Water Resource Management to assess the situation in Unity State. We had a plan with the Egyptian irrigation department in Juba that we should at least do one project, dredging of the river in Unity State. It's about 30 kilometers from Bantu up to Lake No. There's two things we should do it. One, removal of aquatic weeds in the river. Number two, deepening of the river beds to increase its capacity to store more water. Now we managed to develop a comprehensive and integrated water resource management plan to ensure how we can use this water for the benefit and the livelihood of the people of South Sudan. In Upper Nile State also, the situation is not good because the report we heard from the Relief and Rehabilitation Commission that the situation in the 13 counties is very worried because there is a lot of water in
had visited two states. These two states are among the states that are worstly affected by flood. We had been to Unity States. The magnitude of the floods in Unity States is actually unbelievable. Many houses, or nearly about 95% of the places, are flooded. Being a lowland area, many communities has just moved to a small highland with the dry land, which is basically alongside the river. The situations in Unity States right now, particularly in Bantu, is so dire. The state's government, the authority, have constructed some of the direct dike by the community initiatives, and they are protecting only the state's secretariat not to be flooded. Many communities have actually already started moving from Unity States towards the north, particularly to the neighboring country, which is Sudan, and this has caused a huge and big number of displacement. We have found also in Malakal that all the counties in Malakal have also been flooded. Interestingly to know that the counties that are not alongside the river Nile, it happens to be the most flooded counties compared to the counties that are in the Upper Nile. In Malakal town, there is only very small area, which is basically the city itself, but north and the south of the city has already been flooded. They have difficulties in terms of accessing and using of the river roads, also extremely expensive in terms of boat, and these are major challenges that we have found that is being the community are facing in Unity State.
Much as these disasters are a cause of nature, they are causing more damage than ever. Shortly there will be famine since crops have been washed away, waterborne diseases, and etc. This should be a shared responsibility, not only looking at the government, businessmen and uncategorized city tycoons. This is the time to show humanity. Use your money for good cause. If you made it this far, thank you for watching.